And he's going to throw the first pitch.
Saginaw Valley State University. At this time, we ask that you please silence your cell phones. We also ask that you take a moment to note all emergency exits, both in front of and behind you. Thank you, and enjoy today's event.
The Carmona College of Business at SVSU is first. First for investing in future generations. First for educating talent. First for leading quality education.
SVSU is first for supply chain management.
It's first for marketing.
It's first for economics.
It's first for finance.
It's first for management.
It's first for accounting. SVSU is first for management because my professors have real work experience in their field. This makes for more engaging lectures that are relevant in today's business climate.
SVSU is among 5% of business schools worldwide accredited by the AACSB.
SVSU is first for finance because I will now have access to a Bloomberg trading room where I will get hands-on experience with the global markets.
Our MBA program is listed among the Princeton Review's top 300 business programs in the world.
SVSU is first for economics because of my exceptional internships, summer seminars, and research opportunities.
Over 1,100 students enrolled in the Carmona College of Business.
SVSU is first for marketing because of the data analytics software training, which has helped me in my internship at Hemlock Semiconductor.
95% of business students complete experiential learning activities prior to graduation.
SVSU is first for supply chain management because in class, I learned how to use enterprise resource planning software such as SAP, an industry standard used by businesses all around the world.
We are first for business.
SVSU is first for accounting because the faculty help open up opportunities with regional businesses and they teach technical skills you can use in the accounting world.
We empower.
We integrate.
We trend.
We invest.
We inform.
We thrive.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome. My name is Andy Bethune. I'm the Executive Director of the SVSU Foundation. So it's my pleasure to welcome you to SVSU today as we celebrate the opening and dedication of this new facility for the Scott L. Carmona College of Business and Management. This celebration is the culmination of efforts by many people. Throughout this ceremony, we intend to express our sincere appreciation to everyone involved. I'd like to begin by introducing and welcoming Scott and Nancy Carmona and their families. Scott, Nancy, and your families, can you please stand and be recognized? We have several members of the SVSU Board of Control in attendance. Their leadership and dedication to SVSU allows us to take bold steps forward as a university. This project is a perfect example. Please stand as I call your names, and if everyone would please hold their applause until the end of introducing all of our board members, I'd appreciate that. First, the Honorable John D. Cherry, Joanne Crary, Dennis Durko, our Treasurer, Lindsay Eggers, John Kunitzer, our Chair, and Vicki Rupp, Vice Chair. Secretary Bashan Kulkarni and Raj Wiener are our remaining board members who are not able to join us today, but we certainly acknowledge them and appreciate their service. I'd also like to welcome all of our former Board of Control members here today. If you could please stand so we can recognize you, former Board of Control members. We are fortunate to welcome a number of legislators and public officials with us today, and we'll start with our regional legislative delegation. First, we have Ken Horn, Annette Glenn, Rodney Wakeman, from the Governor's Office, we have Dylan Hellis. From Senator Stabenow's office, we have Spencer Verhagen. From Senator Gary Peters' office, Nicole Mackey. And from Congressman Dan Kildee's office, Bill Wicks. I'd also like to recognize former State Rep Tim Kelly, who's here with us. Tim helped us immensely on the funding for this project. Along with these distinguished legislators, SVSU also recognizes and acknowledges all of our local elected officials. For all of our local elected officials, would you please stand? We also have several members of SVSU's Foundation Board and our First for Business Campaign Planning Committee here today. Will you please stand? And finally, members of SVSU's Board of Fellows and Alumni Board, please stand. This project took a lot of coordination, as I think you all would witness today, and we'd like to recognize representatives from our construction management and architectural teams. From R.C. Hendrick & Son, we have Trace Hendrick and Mike Hammis. And from the architectural group, the Smith Group, we have Jen Durham. Thanks to everyone for your work on this project. In October of 2018, we gathered outside of this building to break ground for this exciting project. We had an aggressive timeline and a fundraising plan. I'm pleased to report that this new facility for the Scott L. Carmona College of Business is open for business, on time and on budget. SVSU is committed to developing talent for the region. The Carmona College has set the stage for a collaborative learning environment for students, faculty, and business leaders to work together to create opportunities and address challenges, all for the benefit of a stronger economy. Today, several distinguished speakers will discuss the unique resources now available in the renovated and reimagined college. We will begin with our Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Deb Huntley.
Thank you, Andy, and thanks to all of you for joining us on what is a very important day at Saginaw Valley State University. We are dedicating the expansion of a top-notch facility that will serve our students, our faculty, and our region. While the building is beautiful and exciting, it is the activities within that will fundamentally change the role of the Carmona College of Business in this region. This facility is a physical manifestation of our purpose and our vision to be renowned for innovative teaching, experiential learning, and state-of-the-art facilities. This building was designed around that very vision, providing active learning spaces that support teaching innovation, with learning laboratories, Bloomberg Trading Room, maker spaces, and other spaces to meaningfully engage with our business partners. We recognize the importance of our close relationships with regional businesses and development organizations such as the Small Business Development Center, the Stevens Center for Family Business, the Michigan Manufacturing Technology Center, and the Great Lakes Bay Economics Club. These entities inform our curriculum and provide internships and other opportunities for our students. The addition you see today will dedicate space exclusively for these organizations, and this investment will provide a great basis for future partnerships. This facility will give the Carmona College of Business the prominence that it deserves on our campus and will help us recruit highly talented students who want the personal attention that an SVSU education affords, as well as highly talented faculty and staff that can take us to the next level of success. We believe that this facility is a testament to our commitment to innovation and excellence that will make SVSU the Great Lakes Bay region, and in fact the state of Michigan's premier business school. Today, to say that we are excited may be the understatement of the year. We are absolutely thrilled with the potential we see ahead of us and very, very grateful for the generous support from so many in helping us to achieve this milestone. So for all that contributed, thank you so much. And now, I would like to introduce Mr. John Kunitzer, Chair of the Saginaw Valley State University Board of Control. Please join me in welcoming John to the podium.
Thank you, Dr. Huntley. It is my pleasure to address you today on behalf of the Saginaw Valley State University Board of Control. I remember hearing about plans for a renovated business school years ago, when what you see today was only a rendering of what could be. The new wing of the business college took shape before our eyes with each university event we attended. All along, we knew that the resources available in the Scott L. Carmona College of Business expansion would change the way students, faculty, and staff learn, work, and research. Witnessing this project from the very beginning, to the groundbreaking, to today, has been a high point for all of us. We learned of Scott and Nancy Carmona's donation to this project while he was still a member of the Board of Control. And though he will have an opportunity to speak today as well, I'd like to recognize the Carmona family, not only for their incredible support for the college, but for the example of philanthropy they continue to set for each of us. Thank you both. In addition to the building you see today, would not have been possible without the advocacy of our legislators. There is a large and often unseen contribution that requires diligent research, communication, and an unshakable vision for what projects like these could be. Our legislators play a critical role in the state funding process, and we rely on them to be positive ambassadors for our university and our region in the capital. We are very grateful for their support. With that said, it is my pleasure to welcome Senator Ken Horn to the podium to say a few words. Ken.
To Dr. Bashan, Scott Carmona, your family, to the Board of Control, we thank you. I'm just here to represent my colleagues both in State House and Senate and in Washington. The leader is often referred to as the owner of the dream, the champion of the vision. When you add grit and determination, big things happen. When you surround yourself with visionaries, really big things happen. This is the essence of the SVSU culture. We as legislators rarely get to see the physical fruits of our labor. We may not be carpenters, we may not be steel workers, but starting today, we can point to the Carmona School of Business and say, I helped build that. And on behalf of my colleagues, I would just like to pass along that we feel, Tim Kelly and I, who worked on this prior, that this $9.6 million was the best money that Michigan ever spent. We thank you for letting us play a small part in this construction of the College of Business. And from groundbreaking to ribbon cutting to the first graduating class, we, our constituents, your students, our kids will be here to learn and to serve. Thank you.
Thanks, Senator Horn. It's my pleasure to introduce Kim Norris, Chair of the SVSU Foundation Board and Co-Chair of the First for Business fundraising campaign. As Kim is approaching the podium, I'd like to ask Bill Zender and Maury Stevens Sr. to please stand. Kim, can you please join me as well? Bill and Maury, if you'd stay standing. Bill and Maury and Kim volunteered their time and worked together tirelessly to help make the campaign successful, and it would not have been possible without their leadership and commitment. Again, can we please have another round of applause for these three fine people? Thank you.
I want to start by thanking Ken. Saginaw Valley is very appreciative of your support in Lansing. When the First for Business campaign was initially planned, Don Bechand and Andy Bethune approached me and Maury Stevens and Bill Zender to help lead the campaign. Their confidence and their optimism about this project motivated me to say yes, and although I didn't have a lot of experience with fundraising, I knew that I wanted to help my alma mater, and I also knew this would be something very special for the business community. So we set a goal to raise $15 million and developed an outreach plan, and the response from all of you was overwhelming. Not only did you provide the financial support to help us reach our goal, you offered encouragement and validated our effort. Much of the feedback centered around the idea of forming stronger partnerships with SVSU and the business community. Your optimism kept us going and provided the positive momentum that we needed. I am pleased to say we met our goal and raised over $15.6 million for the campaign. Thank you to Ken Horn and Tim Kelly for helping secure the state funding needed to get this project started. Thank you to President Bashan for your leadership. Thank you to Maury and Bill for your hard work and dedication. Thank you to the SVSU Board of Control, the SVSU Foundation Board, and the Board of Fellows and Alumni Board. Thank you to our SVSU employees who supported the campaign, and thank you to our alumni and friends. And I also want to thank the foundation staff for being there throughout this campaign and supporting all the volunteers. And finally, I want to thank the business community. You have truly made SVSU first for business. You embraced the campaign, and we look forward to the power of connecting faculty, students, and business leaders to strengthen and support business in this region. You will see the pictures on the Wall of Honor, and you'll notice a quote from my father. It reads, "You become what you think about all day." Well, for the last few years, I've been thinking about what this region can become with this new resource. I'm optimistic that the best is yet to come. Again, thank you, and it's now my pleasure to introduce Scott Carmona.
Kim, thank you, and thank you for all your hard work. Maury, Bill had to leave, but thank you for your hard work. It would never have gotten this far without you two, so that's very kind of you. Hello, everyone. Hello, Cardinals. How are we today? Thank you. I would like to acknowledge my family for all the efforts that they helped in making all this decision to be part of this. They did a wonderful job. I have some of my family who've traveled far, and I have my family overseas, hopefully on the video feed, and I'm very proud to have a lot of my friends here in the crowd. It's nice to see you all here, so that's great. I would like to echo the added gratitude of the donors, SVSU team, contractors, and everyone who played a vital role to bring this facility to life. As someone in the business of project management, I would especially like to recognize SVSU project manager Mike Pesdro for his years of long work to make this project a reality. It is difficult to anticipate the detail that goes into a project like this one, but Mike was there all the way. Thank you, Mike. This new facility is ambitious and forward-thinking, and our family wanted to do all we could do to help SVSU, my alma mater, make and take this bold step forward. This reimagined college represents a first for SVSU by creating a dedicated facility specifically for the Carmona College of Business. It will allow our faculty, students, and business leaders to work together to solve real-world issues critical to the quality of business education. Much of the technology described throughout the program is a first for us, too. Our family's commitment to this campaign reflects our hopes in SVSU's future. Our region and our state depend on our regional university like ours and the skills we provide to our students who make up the workforce of the future. I encourage other business leaders to join me in thinking about what's next for SVSU. In this facility, we've had the opportunity to develop the best talent for our business right here in our own backyard. There's much to be gained from investing in the talent by providing scholarships, internships, and opportunities to mentor bright minds in business. Let's take this step together. As we enjoy the new beginnings of the Carmona College of Business, let's not forget that we have more work ahead. The expectations are high, and just like the founders who started Saginaw Valley in 1963, we can now carry the torch forward. I hope that our philanthropy sets a good example to our alumni to see the importance of supporting SVSU and making it our first priority. I'm not sure where I would be without SVSU. At the same time, where would SVSU be without all of us? We anticipate that many more alumni will join us in making SVSU their first priority too. On behalf of my entire family, we are so grateful to play a role in this university's milestone. Thank you to everyone here for all you do for SVSU. We did this together, and I am confident that this will be the beginning of several firsts for SVSU. Thank you.
Doesn't seem quite to be enough to say thanks, Scott, but we've been together, Don and Scott and all of us, on this journey for quite a few years now, and I guess maybe it is as simple as that. Thank you. Now we'll hear from Dr. Anthony Boren, Dean of the Scott L. Carmona College of Business. Tony?
Thanks, Andy. Members of our Board of Control, special guests, President Bashan, Provost Huntley, Vice President for Business Affairs, Jim Malador. As Dean of the Scott L. Carmona College of Business, it is my pleasure to say thanks on behalf of the college to all who made this dream for a new state-of-the-art College of Business a reality. Thank you. We know that what is just as important as the learning facility, like the one that we are dedicating today, are the people inside. So I am privileged to recognize those who make the Scott L. Carmona College of Business so special, our faculty members. They have been looking forward to using this new facility. But even while construction was underway, they continue to deliver excellent education to our students. To our faculty, I say, thank you for your patience and commitment to our students. It is greatly appreciated. This new home is a game changer for the College of Business and SVSU. It is a key element in our strategy to establish the Carmona College of Business as the first choice for business education in the Great Lakes Bay region. Our faculty and staff now have the resources to leverage our updated curriculum and innovative teaching approaches to enhance the preparation of our students, to better position them to realize their professional and personal goals, while enhancing the pool of talent, insights, and ideas available to the business and other community in the Great Lakes Bay region. We look forward to building on our successes as a college in this new home, and to paraphrase Scott, I say forward ever. And now, it gives me great pleasure to welcome to the podium President Dan Bashan. President Bashan.
Thank you, Tony. This expansion is the largest change to the university infrastructure in my tenure as president of this university. This day is very special to me. It reminds me of how fortunate we are to be part of a community that cares so much about our students and our university. We did not launch a project because the new building would be impressive, but I must say it's not impressive, it's breathtaking. We did it because we recognize our capacity to literally be first in business, locally, regionally, statewide, and beyond. As you've heard today, an extensive team of individuals and groups adopted this vision, and their efforts led us to be here. I again offer sincere and heartfelt appreciation to my friends, Scott and Nancy Carmona, for their generosity and continued support. And a special word of thanks to Jim Mullador and his team for yet another outstanding project completed. They worked tirelessly from design to completion with the Smith Group, JJR, architectural firm, and R.C. Hendrick and Son Construction to turn an idea into a building. I echo my sincere thanks to the state legislature, especially Tim Kelly and Senator Ken Horn, for their $9.8 million contribution to this very important project. I'd also like to recognize Andy Bethune and his team in the SVSU Foundation, whose efforts secured over $15 million for the project through a series of fundraising initiatives over the past 3 years. And it was a series of fundraising initiatives over the past 3 years. Finally, to illustrate that it takes hard work and commitment to move the university and the region forward, I would like to ask everyone who donated time, energy, and talent to this project to please stand and be recognized. As you looked around and saw all those contributors and participants and planners, it reminds me of what Scott said. We did this, all of this together. And we should be so proud. The activities that will take place in this space that we dedicate today will shape lives, develop the next generation of talent to our corporate partners, incubate ideas and projects that excite our faculty and business leaders, build working relationships across this entire region, but above all, have a lifelong impact on our students who attend this university. At the end of the day, after all the planning, construction, and celebration is done, that is why we're all here. Thank you for joining us all today. It's a great day to be a Cardinal.
Thank you, President Bashan. We have a great open house planned for you today. On the back of your program, you'll see the names of those who had a hand in making this day possible. Would the Dedication Planning Committee please stand so you can be recognized? Our colleagues, please stand. With the conclusion of the formal dedication ceremony, you're invited to an open house in our new building. There will be food and refreshments available for you to enjoy. If you're in the balcony, you can go out the doors of the balcony, and to your right, there's a second floor entrance. Those on the first floor can use the entrance adjacent to the front entrance of Curtis Hall, out the doors and to your right. Again, thank you for joining us today. This is a great day for SVSU, and we're so pleased that you could be here. Have a wonderful afternoon. Thank you.